welcome you to Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, this might be the greatest club in the NBA.
Ooh, Ed, I'm ready. I'm really relaxed, but I get worried. The letters MIA is actually a distress signal. I've seen it personally. A lot of players go missing in action in South Beach.
Well, come on inside the AAA American Airlines Arena and the start of this one here tonight. And Sacramento begins the game with the basketball.
Hey, lock up.
De'Aaron Fox. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
To Fox. Finish that. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen. The pass set it all up.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the
NBA Season 1-1-2-0-2-3 Game 6. Games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Nice set things up. Herter elevates for the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Waiters. Beyond the arc for three. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession.
NBA Season 1-1-2-0-2-3.
Get to the free throw line.
Game 6 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Here comes the screen. No, I missed a short one there. Udonis Haslem pins it. Pass stolen by Miami.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Fox. Barnes. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4.
Game 6 Sacramento Kings 4-2 Miami Heat 3-2.
Shot's no good there.
And that's how you close out on the shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Kings with the ball. Sabonis, defended by Ryan Anderson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Waiters. Kings come up with it. Lobs it up. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Waiters to Lowry. Here comes the screen. Waiters to Lowry. 5 to shoot for Miami. Butler to Waiters. Dion Waiters, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Barnes sizing up Butler. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Over to the right side. And the finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Into the front court. It's Fox. 12-6 our score. Here comes the screen. To Kevin Huerter. Pass stolen by Miami. Waiters to Lowry. The pass taken away by the Kings. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. De'Aaron Fox. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Count the basket at the rim. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Lowry, his first effort off the mark. To Fox. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep right corner. Ah, rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prob City.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. Curling inside. Cleans it up. Oh, and a putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the flight of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Barnes to Kevin Huerter. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
The pass stolen by Sacramento. Udonis Haslem snatching it out of the air. From long range, good for three.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
It's the Heat with the possession. Take stock of the floor. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Has a chance. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Kevin Huerter. Fires the 3. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Butler. Down low Anderson. Nice pass to get things going.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for Miami, number 13, Ben Adebayo.
Has a look. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Butler. And the rebound taken by Jackson. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Got it at the line. And the rebound belongs to Sacramento. Josh Jackson. To Kevin Huerter. Can't connect from in close. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. Josh Jackson. Len matched up with Jimmy Butler. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Ryan Anderson, defended by Len. Alex Len tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Jackson. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Entering the game for the Sacramento Kings, number 14.
To Love. Richardson. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Jackson. Screen coming. Josh Jackson, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Lets it fly from long range. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
To Richardson. set to shoot for Miami. Ah, that's a 24-second violation. That ends the first quarter. It's the Kings with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. He'd have the basketball. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Butler to bring it up. Right now, down 7. And throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Jackson. Deep two there, won't go. Here comes the screen. Love. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Miami secures the rebound. James Johnson in a matchup with Jackson. To Butler. Short jumper stays out.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Curling inside. And counted at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Butler. Jimmy Butler, 2:04 now. To Kent Bazemore. Here's Jackson down low. Knocked loose. Butler not getting the bounce. JaVale McGee. Short jumper off the mark. Oh, big finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Josh Jackson. Offense, McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game,
Richardson to Love. Josh Jackson able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Josh Jackson to Barnes. From the outside, no good.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
The pass taken away by the Kings.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
number 25, Alex Lynn.
Miami with the basketball.
I got him. Here we go.
Richardson in a matchup with Jackson. Sizing up the defense.
Screw right.
To Richardson. Josh Richardson. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Josh Jackson. Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Jackson. Barnes. To Fox. Screen coming. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. De'Aaron Fox. That's off the side of the rim, short. He was hacked. They let it go. Another follow. No good. Nothing going here on that drive. To Harrison Barnes. To Fox. Jackson's shot, no good. Richardson. To Love. Five to shoot for Miami. Love. And Jackson able to grab the rebound. To Barnes. Josh Jackson. In the slam.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for Sacramento, number 41, Costa Cubas.
Lowry. Harrison Barnes. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Yes, and a foul. They'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
De'Aaron Fox at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 72%. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. It's the Heat with the possession. Love to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Jimmy Butler, he's 3 for 7.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Butler into the front court. Now down 6.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Waiters. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
James Johnson, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Fox. Nothing going here on that drive. Barnes to Fox. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Kyle Lowry sends it away. Miami's got it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
So Lowry. Probing the defense. Lowry. Surveys the floor. No good. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. To Fox.
Screen.
5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Lowry into the front court. Down 4. To Butler. Lowry gets it in the right corner. So Lowry. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. And Jimmy Butler. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Fox into the front court. Lead is 2. Kevin Love rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
To Harrison Barnes. Has a chance. The Heat grab the board. Butler to bring it up. They trail by 2. So Lowry. Butler. Dion Waiters. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
To Fox. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Waiters.
Number 3.
So Lowry. For 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen to Barnes. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Herter can't connect that time. Has a look. Dion Waiters. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
4-3. Tough shot. Well defended. Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen. So Lowry. Here comes the screen. To Waiters. And he drains it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Sacramento ball. To Kevin Herter. Barnes matched up with Jimmy Butler. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Trying to cash in and buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Costa Kufos sends it away. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Heat don't have the advantage or the disadvantage after one half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Kings don't have the advantage or the disadvantage after one half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Herter earns the recognition because of the sheer number of dunks he threw down. One after another, he kept rattling the rim with this awesome slam.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
To Waiters. Nothing going here on that drive. Waiters. To Lowry. 5 to shoot for Miami. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Here comes the screen. Barnes. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Down low Anderson. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
De'Aaron Fox. Sabonis, guarded by Ryan Anderson. Off the mark. It's the Heat with the possession. Probing the defense. Costa Kufos swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Barnes. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Waiters to Richardson. Lowry, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Fox across the timeline. The deficit now up to 5. Waiters. Cruises inside for 2.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Fox with it. He'll run the offense. Kufas takes aim at Anderson.
Swing come right, swing come right, swing come right.
To Harrison Barnes. Here comes the screen. Barnes against Anderson. Beyond the arc for 3. Not enough touch. Harrison Barnes misses.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The assist. Number 3.
Kings have the basketball. To Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. It's a big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 4 for 9.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Udonis Haslem with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lowry to Richardson. Here comes the screen. And he'll head to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Knocks down the first.
Number 23, Jimmy Butler.
Able to convert on both free throws. Pass stolen by Miami.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Harrison Barnes. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
De'Aaron Fox pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Fox. Nothing going here on that drive. Barnes, tough matchup against Butler. To Fox. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lowry has the basketball. Curling inside. Shot from the lane won't go. Sabonis takes aim at Anderson. Barnes. To Fox. That's no good. Waiters to Lowry. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Into the front court, it's Fox. His guy's down 11. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. De'Aaron Fox. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. De'Aaron Fox. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Sacramento ball. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Lowry. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Lowry into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Five to shoot for Miami. Count the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's the Kings now with the ball. De'Aaron Fox. Udonis Haslem with the block. 4th this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Waiters. 24-second violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For Miami, number 13, Ben Adebayo. Into the game for the Sacramento Kings, number 25, Alex Lynn.
De'Aaron Fox to Kevin Huerter. The touch at the rim. Count it.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Lowry. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Has a chance. Rebound comes to Lowry. He'd have the basketball. Lowry. Great defense, forcing the miss. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Barnes matched up with Jimmy Butler. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Butler to bring it up. It's a 9-point lead. To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Lowry with it. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And he makes them both. To Kevin Huerter. From long range. Won't go down. Miami with the basketball. To Lowry. To Butler. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Lowry. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Haslam picked up by Len. Deep three at the buzzer. Quarter comes to an end with the Heat in front. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And Jay, remember, this was a tie game at halftime. The third quarter, that was disastrous.
Everything they did right in the first half, they're doing wrong in the third quarter. Now it's time to get back to what the first half mentality was, because it's time for the fourth quarter.
McGee powers it through.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's the Heat with the possession. Love. Here comes the screen. Love to Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. JaVale McGee to Jackson. And look out.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Leads 5. To Love. Kevin Love. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Josh Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go. Love. To Richardson. Butler for 2 and strokes it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Butler into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Richardson to Butler. No good. Gets it in the left corner. Josh Jackson matched up with Jimmy Butler. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Butler to bring it up. His team up by 7. To Lowry. Kevin Love. 3 for 6 now. Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the 4th quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win the championship.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for Sacramento, number 11, DeMontis Sabonis.
Josh Jackson, deep left corner. Doesn't get the bounce. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Pick up. I got ball. I got a little man on me.
Spinning shot, won't fall. Kevin Love, 4 out of 7.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
I got ball. Screen.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. Waiters, the pass, stolen by Sacramento.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Dion Waiters, snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Josh Jackson matched up with Jimmy Butler. Rebound taken by Miami. Has a chance and a putback slam.
You see, to a lot of people, it's an oxymoron when you hear the word superstar and the phrase doing all the little things, but that's what the great ones do.
JaVale McGee. Sabonis, defended by Ryan Anderson. To Jackson. Knocks it down off the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Miami's got it. To Love. Takes stock of the floor. Screen coming. Love to Waiters. Love. He was all over him. Rebounded by the Heat. JaVale McGee tips it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lowry to Love. Fires the three. Missed it. Kings with the ball. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. So Lowry. Sizing up the defense. To Love. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down.
Hey, switch, I got it.
To Jackson. Down to 5 on the 24. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
So Lowry. Lets it fly from long range, and the Kings able to clear the board.
Let's go.
To Jackson. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
It's the Heat with the possession. Ryan Anderson picked up by Josh Jackson. So Lowry. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Josh Jackson guarded by Ryan Anderson. Not that time. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Can't connect. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
JaVale McGee. To Kevin Huerter. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that knack that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Josh Jackson to Kevin Huerter.
Stepping in for Miami, number 40, Udonis Haslem.
To Jackson. Down to 5 on the 24. Kyle Lowry. Huge block. Butler. James Johnson, guarded by Josh Jackson. Love. Five to shoot for Miami. Scores from the post. It's Sacramento ball. To Jackson. Probing the defense. To Jackson. He's looking for an opening. De'Aaron Fox. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw.
Number 11, Dion Waiters. Subbing in for the Sacramento Kings.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Kings have the basketball to Kevin Huerter. Surveys the floor. To Kevin Huerter. Harrison Barnes. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, here's something that all the great ones do. What first half? This is another first half. This is another half of basketball. That one that just happened is no longer. I can only focus on the now. If you're able to take your mind to this place, all of a sudden it helps you recalibrate.
Barnes to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. To Barnes. 5 seconds to shoot. Barnes. That's good D. Shot no good. Lowry into the front court. His guys up by 15. Shot clock winding down. The Heat with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat got themselves a win here today. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Miami Heat. The Kings couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Miami Heat did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Miami Heat. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
The NBA Season 11-2023 Game 6 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023. The NBA Season 11-2023 Game 6 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023. Game 6 Sacramento Kings 4-2 Miami Heat 3-2.